Lydia, get off your phone.
Sorry, right, I won't be 2 seconds, honestly, I swear to God I'm nearly done. Can I have another drink right fast? Oh sorry, I'm just literally just starting this pick out right quick.
So bad.
Ooh, yeah. Right.
Hey everybody, my name is Somna and today I'm here with Lydia. She's my best mate and we're actually going to be reviewing the video that we filmed maybe slightly over 3 months ago, so...
Only slightly.
Maybe. Basically we filmed a LUSH demo and more of a review rather than tutorial because we were using it only for the first time. What we were using, it was LUSH Henna in colour...
Caca Noir.
Caca Noir. I mean,
the black one.
Yes, the darkest henna that you can get. As we speak, we're going to be looking at video that we filmed at that time when we was doing the tutorial or review. I'm not too sure what to call it. And you will be able to observe. You will be able to observe Lydia's hair on that video.
I dyed my hair pretty early on in my life. I was about 10 the first time I ever dyed my hair. I just got blonde highlights. And then it was kind of a regular thing up until being about maybe 18. I suffered from quite a bad reaction pretty much. After then, I didn't dye it for literally about 1.5 years, and then I found LUSH. I was like, right, I'm gonna try this. As I had no alternative, I just thought, why not? I've got nothing at all to lose because I can't use normal hair dye anymore, but it was fantastic. I loved it very much.
As you can see in this video, Lydia's hair got a very defined difference between the root colour and the length and the tips.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, multicoloured because I hadn't dyed it in so long. It was kind of old bleach and old dark dye that was kind of growing out of my hair.
And obviously washing out as you wash your hair. Yeah. So you can see, obviously video doesn't do the justice to actual what colour looks like, but it's more or less like, it doesn't look as gingery and as red. You can actually see on the video. The highlights that you can see on the actual tips are there, and they were there.
They were bleach. It was bleach, and then I dyed dark over, and that was the last time I dyed it. Yeah. So it was kind of natural bleach dark.
Yeah. Tell us about when you went in shop and what the lady told you at LUSH Leeds store. Shout out to LUSH Leeds.
Yeah.
I love you.
LUSH Leeds. So helpful. Oh my god, this strand test.
Oh, you got 2 hennas.
I got 2 hennas.
Which one, the other one that you?
It was Caca Rouge, I believe.
So basically, ginger one and the black one. So the one that is more red, but later on in instruction you'll be able to see because they actually have this little chapter inside of the package when they give you that. Yeah, and this actually just describes all the colours and all the variations that they carry in the line.
It's amazing, to be honest. But so she actually, the first time we went, she gave us like a free block of each one to try.
Yeah, so 2.
So 2 blocks, 1 Caca Noir, 1 Caca Rouge, because it's always best to try a strand test, obviously, because LUSH Henna does not take the same way that kind of normal dye does. You know, if you dye your hair, you know you're going to get a strong result. Henna's a buildable kind of thing.
Definitely.
So
she did say that.
She did say that to me. Yeah. We did a strand test.
What? How long? Did we use a hairdryer? Because she mentioned something about hairdryer.
Yeah, she said if you want to bring out redder tones, then you leave.
You use the heat. Yeah,
pretty much. Oh, yeah, no.
Was the one that was that the black one? Well, the
black one was heat. Yeah, the black one was heat.
Do you think the black
because
one?
We used heat on my...
Oh, which one did we both wrapped in the saran wrap?
One was wrapped, one wasn't.
Which one? This is the problem with filming videos a months in distance in between.
Right, okay. Natural air for black. You wrap the red in kind of clean film. That is what we got told anyway. Henna takes much better to natural hair. So because I had 3 different tones, I needed to see how it took. So the rouge took to my root. It went pretty orange, pretty good actually, but it didn't take at all.
Yeah,
the
just
rest
on the tips.
Pretty much, there was kind of like a dark shade in the middle. Black kind of toned down everything and kind of created one solid colour, not like a specific black.
And that type of redness you can actually see in the video. It's not as red, as I said. It's really never has been as red or as ginger as you can see, but there is a difference, just like you can clearly see in the video.
There is,
Yeah.
And it did tone everything down in the strand test,
Yeah.
so for us it was a no-brainer.
Yeah, so
pretty
after
much,
that,
yeah.
you basically went to shop and bought the actual block of henna.
It was £10.
Actual bag is pretty big. You can see the name on the packaging, and it's in traditional Lush style, which I adore. I'm gonna be using the product, some newspaper just to make it all clean, gloves, hairbrush, hair comb, and some hair clips. Actually, I found out that you get a free gloves in the actual
packet after.
This is the little book that you come in, and they're really helpful with it.
As well, because the book explains why some people are allergic to hair dye.
Yeah.
Because I always felt kind of sad about it at first, because I've always wanted eccentric colours. I know. But basically, it's amazing that it explains that it's quite a normal thing, and you know, and it just tells you why some people's bodies don't deal with it, but how natural Lush Henna is. To me, I like as natural as possible products. Lush is literally the plant pigment, pretty much, and coconut butter. And then I think in some of them they had coffee beans. I think that's in the Noir one to make it slightly darker. And they literally just add the tiniest, and indigo herb as well is in the black one. But there is not one even thing that is not a natural product, which is awesome.
It's completely fantastic. We are obsessed with Lush, if you can't tell. So this clip that you're watching is very catfishy, because this actually process took me about 5 minutes to cut it all down for me to manage to mix it in water. And what they recommend you to do is to boil some hot water, to put your product in the bowl and just stir it until it gets about like buttery, creamy consistency, but not too thick, so obviously you can spread it, because henna is pretty difficult to spread around your hair. But I mean, we're very patient, and I enjoy very much putting products on someone's hair, so it was only a proper blast for me to be able to, you know, do someone's hair, especially with Lush Henna. The colour of it is green, but it smells amazing. It smells so good. It smells very earthy. If you like green tea, if you like natural planted based type of smells, it's definitely something that you would totally enjoy.
100%, oh my god.
I've mixed it for about
I'd say maybe 10 minutes in total.
About 10 minutes in total. We kept adding water.
What you're best to doing, add water, mix, because the water quickly disappears. Re-adding it. The texture at the end should kind of be, say, like a brownie mix or like melted chocolate. That kind of thick texture. But
no chunks should be in it. It should be one consistency, definitely. You don't need to leave it to cool down, because you kind of have to put it.
Recommended. It works best on the hair when it's applied as hot as possible, so don't mean burning or anything, but what it means is when the product is warm, you're best to apply it, because if the product cools, it kind of loses its potency and its effectiveness. So you're supposed to put it on while it's hot.
Imagine making a cup of tea with the cold water and with the hot water. Literally. Started Lydia's hair, and I started applying from the top. It took in a whole, how long a process of applying do you reckon?
Actual applying, I'd say nearly an hour, to be totally honest.
Nearly an hour?
But that was because I have pretty long hair, I think.
Lydia, how many inches do you think is your hair?
Oh, I don't know. Possibly 18 to 20. But I will say my hair was
goes down
longer in the tutorial than it is now. It's below boobage. But it was maybe 2 or 3 inches longer in the tutorial.
As we applied it all, Lydia kept saying that it's like starting to be really heavy on your head.
Oh my god.
Like you're wearing like something, like you carrying some, like
it felt like I was literally carrying like a ball or something. Like honestly, it felt so heavy. I will say also, we used the whole block. That is a good point, because even though my hair is this long, I'd say it's medium thickness. It's not thin, it's not overly thick. I would say probably about 3/4 of the block for long hair and probably only half for kind of shoulders. Then you can save the rest obviously to use again. So as it started drying, it started more sinking into the hair. It gets the kind of a dreadlock look of it, like a grey dread. You want to just really try to apply product evenly. Definitely. I would recommend wearing a towel the whole time that it is drying though, because it just flakes off in tiny little bits, which obviously can be annoying around the house or whatever. So we just kind of wore a towel and kind of folded the towel up.
The henna is not that stain, and don't worry worry about applying it like further down to your hairline or like messing it up a little bit, it's leaving it on your ear. It's not going to stain you. Yes, exactly. It's not ever going to stain you just as much as like any other chemical.
Definitely not.
Yeah, definitely not. We washed it out about 3.5 hours after, and that is recommended about time length when you want to keep it, for how long you want to keep your henna on.
They do say it's pretty varied.
Yeah.
Times some people leave it on overnight, but the lady did say to me she's done that and it's totally pointless. After about 4 hours it doesn't really develop anymore at all, so you're just sleeping in a heavy head for no reason.
The life tip for you I want to give right now is never try to wash LUSH Henna, any type of dye, with shampoo first. Please use conditioner and brush the hair. I have an amazing comb. It's a tangle teaser. Yeah. Put it on, massage it in. Obviously, you're gonna have to wet your hair before because henna will dry it out.
Definitely.
It doesn't actually dries your hair or makes any breakage.
It deeply conditions it with the cocoa.
It does. So actually, even if you don't find to have as strong results, you will have a treatment.
Definitely, you do.
It is a hair treatment.
Definitely a treatment.
We have conditioned it first. We started brushing it out, and that took out.
It breaks up the lumps.
Yes,
and it kind of makes it more manageable.
Exactly.
I think it was a lot harder to wash out than we literally anticipated. To be honest, it was a bit. Well, I'd say that was the only downside of how hard it was. It took us.
It wasn't even that hard though. No. To be honest with you, it's really not
just patience.
That. Yes,
patience. If you've got patience, it's fine. If you don't have patience, no. Get patience.
We conditioned a couple of times, then we washed it with amazing I Love Juicy shampoo. And oh my god. Oh
the
my
lady
god.
in the shop actually recommended to use this.
Yes, but she already had it. As you can see, bottles is like kind of half empty. She's already used it for a while. But
it's basically designed to really break down grease and dirt in hair. That is what It's So Juicy is designed to do. Once you've conditioned some of it out, it just breaks the rest up and makes it amazing. And smells of mango, pineapple.
It smells so damn good. It's insane. I wish I could just keep the smell forever.
Me too, 100%.
We have seen pretty dramatic results yet again.
So much more.
Camera doesn't do justice to what we're looking at, because it was much more even what you can see, but so like fuller, because the thing is though, your roots in real life is slightly lighter than your length.
Yeah, it is 100%.
But yet it toned everything down and took redness and gingerness and highlights out.
For me, I wasn't expecting much. As the lady did tell me.
She said it's buildable.
So all I was expecting was a slightly more even tone. I was shocked how even it was. And what I would say is she also recommended to us basically do it over 3 days, and she said that is the best way to get a deep, strong colour that lasts. It literally vanishes. It doesn't go into the hair at all. It literally coats your natural hair. It takes up to 6 months to completely fade, and I will agree with that. I have only just noticed now slight gingerness starting to come back, but nothing that I had before. It has been about 4 months maybe since we filmed.
We filmed ages ago. Literally, you can actually see my lip plug in it, and my hair and everything. Still people are like, who is this person? Would you overall buy it?
I'd 100% buy it again.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you enjoy our talk, and I hope you really like this video. And please give us some credit for this like if you enjoyed it also, because you don't even understand what type of contraction we've got here right now going on. It's dramatic, okay? We tried our best today. As we've really enjoyed actually filming it, which is hard.
We've been so excited to film it, but we've just been so
for about 4 months.
But it's been awesome, and it's nice to do our first proper video together as well. We'll say that. Because Anna's wanting to do more English videos on the channel, so it'd be awesome if anybody could suggest any videos that we could do together.
Please do.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah, well, 100%. It gives me practice. It gives you practice. You know, you tolerate my poor English. and
my poor English.
Love you very much, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.